Welcome back. It's been a while since I last put anything up on my YouTube channel. So over Christmas I've got an Xbox, and that's something I'm definitely looking into trying to record and upload more videos. So as a test, I'm doing EASPORTS UFC review, as well as using OBS and the Xbox app on Windows 10. So we're going to kind of see how that kind of progresses and how that actually comes out. So EASPORTS UFC, what my overview, my look at this? Well, I'm not too sure on this one at the moment. I've been playing it probably for the last week or two, and I think that the player models look pretty amazing. One of the best I think I've ever seen. The way that they have got the animation set, that it is absolutely spot on. The downside to the game, I find though, that there is so many different combinations. Anyone that knows UFC, obviously there's so many different aspects of MMA. You've got stand-up boxing, you've got wrestling, you've got groundwork, you've got the mat work, and all of that, you've got submissions. So all of this has got a different button combination. That makes things extremely difficult to try and master. So that's one of the biggest things, the learning curve of this game. If you can master it, you master the game and you'll have great fun. And that is one of the best things about this game. You can play how you want to play and how you want to fight. So as you can see with this fight, I'm going to try and do this and play at the same time, which is going to be quite amusing. I might get my ass kicked, but let's hope not. So the aspects of this game is you can play a career mode and you build your player up from the start, which is quite enjoyable to do. As you progress and you win fights, you get points. Points means that you can put your attributes up, become a much more stronger player. Again, you can tailor it to how you want to play it, and you can also then buy and purchase moves. So you start with just basically being able to throw a punch and a kick, and and throw someone to the ground, and you build that up. So that is quite interesting, and it's quite a good length to it. You don't just go in and start straight away. You start as like an academy, you get qualified academy, become a professional, and you can go on and fight your way up. Eventually you get to like 100 and you max out all your stats, and you can pretty much knock out everybody in a few rounds. So it can be quite fun. There's also a multiplayer, and you can play online, and that's really good fun as well. And that's not too buggy actually. You still get people leave if they're getting their ass kicked. So as you can see visually, not just the players, the whole of the game looks spectacular. You do really feel like you're kind of a UFC fight, and that is what I really love about the game. I think in total, I think the next game, the second coming, I think, which might be this year, will be much better. Some people are highly critical with it. Others, like myself, if you take it as it is and just a fighting game, it's actually very enjoyable. So I'm just going to kind of skip to the fight a little bit, just so we can get some game footage. And obviously, you can block. That's one good thing. It is very fast-paced, and each person has something different. So like Chuck is a knockout specialist. He looks to throw the heavy punch, whereas Gustafsson, he kind of likes to try and do submissions. So let's see how this sort of kind of pans out. And this bit gets a bit frustrating. Some of the punches that you think may, if an everyday lad or even in an MMA fight, you would have think that would knock him out. It doesn't, and that is a kind of confusing aspect of it. But as I said, it's really good fun. Obviously, these guys are quite aggressive. Chuck's quite explosive in his sort of way he punches. My other player on the career mode was a little bit more tactful, but yeah, it's like that with a headshot was because you block, like that one. He come in, he is looking a little bit dizzy. Even now, he's had a good couple of punches to the face, and he sort of still stood there, but that's it. Not anymore, he's not. He's tired. And this is a funny bit, you can get on top, keep pummeling him. So that was a quick knockout. Didn't think I would do as well while trying to do a recording at the same time, but it gives you a good look of what the game's like. Now this was on quite a hard difficulty. You can put it on. I think there's 4 difficulty settings overall. I mean, it looks brutal, as you can see. That every punch, it kind of, as it hits, you see the impact, and that's pretty spectacular as well. Sometimes, as I said, I do find the game a little bit too easy. You play online, and it's much more fun. But I can't fault the game. You know, I'd give this definitely a good solid 7.5 stars. I think they could do a little bit better. There's some stupid videos that they throw in from UFC fighters that are just really cheesy and not really needed. And there were some really good gore effects. I didn't pummel him enough to get him all bloody and beaten, but there is, you know, that the gore aspect's very cool as well. Fully customizable, and you can unlock different things. As I said, overall, I really enjoy this game, and I really look forward to the second version. If you're on EA Access and you have this as a downloaded a free game, I would definitely be getting on this. Such a good game. So, as I said, this is kind of just a test, a little bit of a review. If you liked it, then please feel free to follow me on Twitter or keep looking at YouTube. I will be posting a lot more videos, probably a lot of FIFA and some other bits and pieces. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any comments, please leave them. But in the meantime, catch you later.